Hi Libra, this is Jeffrey, this is Red Color, and this is your reading for the month of June. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. All right, the energy is ask, and I feel like okay, I've said this to everyone. Sit with yourself, go into your heart and ask, what is it I desire? What would make me more comfortable? What would make me more loving? What would make me more, what would make my life more beneficial? What does my soul have to say? What does my light, where is my light leading me? What would be my highest good, my highest healing? And once you get that, continue to ask, what actions do I need to take? Do I need help? Do I have to go on my own, et cetera, et cetera. So that being said, I'm asking for help. I need 2 cataract operations, and I finally came out of mine. I went to the hospital. It wasn't an emergency. I went to the hospital that specializes in vision. My friend took me, thank God, and you know, I mean, I kind of knew what was going on anyway, but now it's really clear, and everything's so blurry. I can't even tell you. So I don't have the financial resources at this point, and I really need it. So I put together a GoFundMe so that you could, find it in your heart to support me. That would be great. Even if you just send a lovely little message. If you could share it on social media, that would really help. That would really help because I was reading on GoFundMe that generally strangers don't support strangers. Okay, so if somebody knows somebody, like so I'm asking for help. And I think it's important for all of us. And I don't know what my phone is, thank God. But I really a blur about the energy of the month from somebody else because I don't check out other people's things. I go with what I'm getting. And something about being in touch with your true self. And being in touch with your true self is really about getting quiet and saying, how can I improve my life, my surroundings, my situation, my community. It's been a real lesson for me in trusting. Okay, here we go. Nice. So I talked to the trees. I think I'm going to start like a little log that I good about it yesterday. So I go into, I talk to the trees and they answer. So I was laying in the park yesterday and I brought my little blanket because my instinct was so strong to go and talk to the trees. So, and I try to do it at least once a week. There was a chance of rain and I was a little bit nervous because it's kind of far and I was like deep in the park. It's big. But anyway, I lay down on the blanket. I was like in this mood. It was like, okay, what do you have to tell me today? And I put up the GoFundMe already. And they were like, you watered the garden, now let it grow. That was what they said, right? Okay, they say some incredible things. And that's what this is, right? I've taken the action, right? I put all my ducks in a row. I planted my seeds. Now I have to let it grow and have confidence that the ones that grow are supposed to, and the ones that aren't supposed to grow aren't supposed to. And something else to put there. Okay. And then I get the Empress, which is all about abundance and fertility and nurturing, creativity, and flow, ease and flow. Then I get the lovely lady in the garden who's been coming up like crazy this month. Because I'm doing them in order this month, according to the order of the horoscope, which I never do. So you're my seventh sign already, and she's been coming up quite a lot. And she's really about relying on oneself. She's really an entrepreneur. She's about being comfortable. And she's also, there's a certain self-reliance. And I know I'm asking for help, but part of the self-reliance is like, I can put together the GoFundMe. I can send out the things. I can, do what I need to do. So that's what I'm doing. And we have two pentacles here. So this is about physical action in the physical world, right? And the Empress is kind of physical too, because she represents the garden. Yeah. See the darkness. See the pride. It's like, there's also an energy in that card. It's really about a false path. So when I have all this light here, and it's like, oh, well, I'm going to plant these seeds, but they're not going to grow. It's like, see that negative self-talk and like bring it out into the light, right? And allow the healing to happen, and allow your intuition to guide you toward a new perspective. I keep on moving the thing back and forth, right? Break out of your limiting thought patterns so that you can transform. This has been coming up a lot too, and as has the Tower. So that you can transform and allow the things that are going to die, right? Allow them to die, and then allow new births to come. So, I have a whole garden thing going on. And a few weeks ago, I went with my friends to this amazing plant market. Oh my God, it's amazing. And if you love plants, you would have been in heaven. So if you ever come to Mexico City, I'll take you there. There are also flower markets, which are also amazing. But this is just plants, and it's really far. Like, I went a really long way. I got lost and whatever. And I bought some plants, and I bought two for low light, and they were both the same. And one of them's doing really well because I put it in the right space, and then the other one was kaput. Like, if it comes back, it'll be a miracle. So I have it up on the roof, and I don't really expect anything to happen. It's in full light, and whatever. I don't have any shading on, it can disappear, wind. And but it's like, well, I have the soil. I have the soil. So I use the soil, and the other one is growing. So I got a 50% return. Right. Okay. And it's like, okay, I have to, because that's what it is. But when this one comes up, if I have the devil, right, and the Tower and death, it's like like break out of the limiting thought patterns, break out of, I was thinking right before the video was a big part of this lesson for me, this phase, is I need to take better care of myself. And sometimes taking better care of myself is asking other people to support me. And I'm not used to that. I'm used to like supporting everyone else and doing everything for everyone else. And I'm good at it, but I need to allow spirit to come in. Right? That's a transformation. And so what happens with this card sometimes is like you're vibrating at a higher level. And a lot of times, like a lot of darkness comes up in ourselves in order for it to be released. That's what's going on with the planet. So you'll see something about yourself that's like not something you wanted to see. Well, I'm jealous. I'm selfish. I'm too loud. I'm too whatever. And it's like it came up for you to see it so that you could transform it and let it go. Right? I see this about myself, and it doesn't really serve me anymore. and it doesn't really serve others around me anymore, and I need to like let it die. And then so that something new can come up, because that's what the death card's about. Yeah, let go of the grief and realize what it is that you do have. A change in your emotional state so that you could be safe and comfortable and satisfied and full. It's the wish card. It's my second memory. Listen to yourself, be kind to yourself, be diplomatic, be nurturing to yourself. This one is the great listener of the deck. And sometimes it's really, so when we were on the way to the hospital, my friend and I were leaving the house, and I said out loud, I was like, I'm not very nice to myself. And like, once I became a little bit more aware of it, it's like, okay, it's good that you know that. And so now you need to like, be nice to yourself. It's sort of like, well, I know that I'm not eating right. Just an example. And it's like, okay, well then I'm gonna cut down on dessert, or I'm gonna exercise more, whatever it is. Okay, I'm aware of it. Oh, well, that's just the way I am. That's that way it don't work. Yeah, put the magic in. Like, take over your passion and the time to act. Yeah, like take the timing is right, is what I'm trying to say. And the time is now. I've been using hypnosis lately. It's really helping me a lot. It's a really long hypnosis, like an hour and a half. But one of the first things that the guy says is, it's all right here and right now. Like, this is the moment. Instead of all putting the past and the future, what if, well, why, but then just being now, in your heart, in the now, and take care of yourself. Self-nurturing. And then take an action with it. It's one thing to have a revelation and to have an understanding and to have like even physical. And it's like, okay, well, what am I going to do with this information? Right? Because you're vibrating higher now because you broke out of the tower. The transformation is here. And it's a rebound. See? Let yourself out of prison. Let yourself out of prison. Stop fighting a fight that's not your fight. Right? Stop fighting a fight that's not your fight. Okay, you're going to be on with it. Be in joy, be in community, right? Toward abundance. Okay. Big reading. I want to go into a bit. Let's see. Will this work? Yeah, it works. Sorry about the glare. Maybe if I do this, it'll help. I mean, I think I see more glare than you do. Everything is very glaring. It's a little weird. Okay. I planted the seeds in the garden and I'm going to allow it to grow and trust that my self-care will will allow me to break out of my own prison toward joy and community, taking the action, listening to myself, having new revelations of healing. The false path is over and done. The transformation has begun. I need to feel the grief, allow myself to heal, because this is the time to rebalance and to bring myself into abundance and fertility and a solid foundation. Can you see that? Yeah. Very interesting. All right. And it's been a very similar reading for all signs. It's sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like all fire gets a certain energy, or all water or whatever. This month has been like this self healing, self nurturing, self acceptance, self trust, self love kind of energy for the month of June, which is nice because June is a lovely month. June is a lovely month. It's usually too hot. Roses come up. Love roses. All right. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your support. And if you can support me financially, that would be great. If you want to just leave a little message on GoFundMe, that would be great. And have faith. See you soon. Blessings.